welcome back to another Royale High video on my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the new Royale High toys that released along with the 34 plus new items in game. This update arrived in Royale High a couple of days ago and I couldn't really make a video on it, so we're gonna check that out and also talk about what it is affecting on Royale High and how they can fix it. So if you click on this icon when you join the game, you will see a bingo game. You can find your favorite Royale High toys at your in-person local retailers and online like Amazon. And most of these toys are not there in shops yet or on Amazon. It is only pre-order, so if you do now, you'll probably get it by September. And then when you get them, you can get these redeemed toy codes with each of their special in-game prizes. Now this Valkyrie set that we got was a limited edition set, so there was only a limited quantity of it, so people cannot get it anymore. So these are the row completion prizes. If you complete the first row, you'll get the Valkyrie Radiant dress, and then the second row gives you the Divine helmet. And all of this is so insane because if you complete all of this, you will get a grand prize for board clear, which is coming soon. And someone actually leaked the new item that was the grand prize. I'm not sure if this is real or not, but we did previously see this like UGC item like the Halo. So of course it was only a leak and it could be wrong, so don't take it for granted. But there is still going to be a grand prize that is probably going to be so rare. And you can already tell how much the inflation in Royale High's diamond economy is going to go. Now obviously a lot of people are mad at this because not only the issue is with the toys themselves. Don't get me wrong, if I was a little kid like 2017 year, I'd probably be really hyped for this, but now most of the Royale High players are grown up. Some of them may still play with toys, but the company that made them is the real issue because they are really not a good company. You guys already know all of that stuff that I talked about in my previous videos. Not only is it going to go into a bad cost, also because a lot of people don't really like the toys because it is so expensive, like $50 for each toy. Some of the mini dolls right here are like $10, which is still kind of expensive because they're not that detailed. But another thing that is also upsetting is that we don't really get any updates in Royale High for such a long time. We don't get any frequent updates, and when you do, it's all of these items that are locked behind a paywall. That is so disappointing. Let me show you guys. So let's go into the exclusive toy gifts. I don't know why the shop is half loaded, but look at these items. My favorite out of this is the crown coat set. It is so beautiful, literally my dream set, but still I'm not going to buy all of that toy. Then we have the nurturing nymph dress, which is like a nature fairy dress, and then we got the dark fairy, light one, ice, and more. And literally these toys are one of the cutest sets that we have gotten in the game for a while now. But those are also not the only issues that we already have in game. There are some existing ones like the masculine bodies and some more body types to add and some new hairstyles. So how can Royale High fix all of this? Tiny Peacock on Twitter made a really good thread pointing out everything that they should do in order to bring their player base back because it's not too late to fix it. Let's start. The toy code items. They could make the items be obtainable through codes and in shop with diamonds. For the people who buy the toys, they can keep the bingo rewards, but the bulk set parts and the special items for full bingo. This way, the average player who doesn't want to buy or can't buy is not forced to do so and isn't forced to spend an outrageous time farming for diamonds to afford it through trading. This also gives the ones who buy the toy rewards that are not available to the average player. Next, we have the lack of masculine items. All the code items do not have a masculine toggle nor are compatible with the old body. Making all set items available for the new and old masculine body would kill two birds with one stone. People who enjoy both old and new body will be happy. And then we have the lack of diversity in hairstyles. Weekly hairdrop was good idea but poorly executed, so how can we make it better? Every week we get one of each texture, curly, wavy, straight, and people of color. All of these textures styled in the same way, 1 week masculine, 1 week feminine. This would really help with the lack of diverse textures. I'd also like to leave here a simple example of what I mean, like a straight ponytail, wavy ponytail, curly ponytail, and locks in ponytail. And we have lack of representation like the body types. If masculine players get 2 body types, the new and old one, then the female player should be given a plus size body type so they also have 2. Now you cannot tell me that this is completely impossible along with disability representation, because there is an amazing game that made all of this possible, especially because they are an even smaller game than Royale High, so I don't get why they themselves would not be able to do it. They could add mobility aids like wheelchair, cane, and other types of aids like hearing aid, braces, and prosthetics, and even including them in fun and creative ways into the fantasy world would be amazing and exciting. Then we have the cultural representation. Here the big fix would be the rework of the inaccurate cultural items and sets such as the cherry blossom set. Also, adding more hijab styles, as it is not just a religion but also part of cultures. Another thing that they can do to fix all of this is to add frequent updates. More updates are needed, not just decoration and the seasonal halo. Fun events can be made for seasons that don't have one already. Rollwind has minigames, Glitter Frost has the advent calendar, Flowering has Egg Hunt or Dewdrop, and the Everfriend Tidal Glow has none. And they can also decide to add one new set every 2 seasons. This would keep players hyped and new content to be enjoyed pretty frequently, along with some more gaps in the middle. So both the developers and players are happy with enough rest and time. Another thing that they need to work on is communication and promises. Both are really important. Keeping players in the shadow even about major changes and updates can result in very bad reactions from the player base. Like for example, the masculine body change, delayed updates, code locked items. Their Twitter, Instagram, and Thread accounts should be active, communicating and taking player feedback into consideration. And they also need a bigger team. Royale High cannot provide enough content fast enough to keep a player base entertained and active, so investing in a bigger team would benefit a lot. But I doubt Barbie would do that because she likes to do everything herself. But this is still a valid point that they should definitely do. And we need more developers for different categories that would result in consistent and on-time seasonal updates, hairdrops, and etc. Especially because Royale High is making more and more, and it's not a small project anymore. It's more than needed to make the developer team bigger to keep it active and profitable. And last, they need to give us an apology. Royale High should apologize and admit to its mistakes, reflect and grow. I as a player never wanted bad for Royale High, as the game had potential and charm. We can all agree to that because we were all on charm to Royale High in the back 2018 times. After all, that's why I started playing, and I know many had the same reasons. So Barbie, if you ever see this, please just take a step back and look at what's going on around you with the game. Look at how the players who love your game are just trying to get hurt already. We are tired. So guys, the player base, which means all of us, have been disappointed by Royale High countless times again and again. And this time even bigger because all of these beautiful sets that we got in game are not even obtainable by the normal player base. I think this person made a lot of really good points, but if you guys have any other things that you guys want to share, then make sure to comment down below.